Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I decided that today I was gonna go ahead and do my mid-year bullet journal setup with you guys. That way, since I already have to do my July spread, might as well just also do this with you guys and then show you my July spread in the next video. But yeah, so I wanted to keep it simple when it comes to this bullet journal setup for the mid-year. Typically I can fit about 6 months into one bullet journal. Sometimes more depending on how many spreads I do, sometimes less depending on how many spreads I do. But yeah, so I decided to go simple and I wanted to do I wanted to keep it cute and close to my brand as possible, but also express myself in different ways and experiment a little bit. I have been too focused on wanting to be perfect that it's just stressful, and I do need to plan. So I do need to make sure my finances are in check, since I have my business, then I have my personal finances, and then I also have other things that I have to keep track of, so because of school and everything. So it is just easier for me to have my bullet journal. So I am going to just be free and do what I want with my bullet journal, and I am just going to not worry about it being perfect, because at the end of the day, as long as it is functional and it's not too ugly to look at, then that is what a bullet journal is supposed to be. It's supposed to be a functional planner, and it's supposed to be a bit cheaper than a regular planner. Since I have so many markers, it ends up being cheaper for me anyway to do this, because I have like 20 bullet journals that I hoard and might as well just do it. So here I decided that I was going to hand letter 2021, and then I am going to remove that washi tape, and once I remove it, I'm going to go ahead and do hello. So it's gonna say hello 2021. I am trying out my hand lettering, and because typically I don't really like to hand letter, just because I feel like I'm not the best at it, but I can't get better at it if I don't do it, right? So I'm just gonna go ahead and say screw it, and I am just going to hand letter. I decided to try to make it a bit more bold, so I'm just going over the 2021. I will be using my Tombow Fudenosuke as you saw me use. I am also using my Tombow brush pens, and it's the pastel and the skin color pack that you can just buy as a pack. And then I also have my Crayola Super Tips, and yeah, just everything that I had already, because I hoard stationery. I think like a lot of us do. But yeah, so here I wrote hello. As I said, my hand lettering isn't quite the best yet, but it's not the worst either, so it's good enough to where I feel comfortable posting it, but don't feel too bad that I'm embarrassed by it. So I wanted to keep it simple, as I said, and I decided that I was going to do little circles, and I figure out later throughout this video how to make it easier and faster, versus having to go in first with pencil. It just takes a minute, it takes a minute for you to get the hang of it. But yeah, so I wanted to do little sparkles. I wanted to keep it cute, so I went over with my pencil real quick, tried to make sure that I liked the spacing of everything, and then I decided to do the thing and use my pens and make it permanent and go from there. But yeah, so when it comes to all my spreads and stuff, I try to get inspiration from many and then make it my own. So I don't necessarily avoid looking at other bullet journalers, because avoiding them, how am I gonna know if I'm copying somebody or not? Maybe they have the same idea as me. So it helps me avoid copying by seeing what others are doing, and then it helps me get my brain going as to a new idea, or make that same idea my own as to where I'm not copying that person. A person that I really do like to follow is actually Julianne Doodles. You guys should check her out if you haven't already. I'm pretty sure you have. She's one of the OG queens over here. She's really good at what she does, and I love her spreads, so definitely the more I do, the more I'll get better for sure, and maybe I'll be at Julianne's level. But for now, this is just fun, and I thought we could all plan together and have some fun and not worry about what we're doing with the bullet journal too much. Let's just be free. Let's just do what we want to do, keep it simple if we want to keep it simple, or go hardcore if we want to go hardcore, and just go for it. Let's just go for it, guys. Let's stop worrying about perfectionism, because I have to worry about perfectionism with my business, and it's just annoying having to be perfect at everything all the time. And you know what? Screw it. I am going to do my bullet journal how I want, and I am going to make it as pretty as possible with the tools that I have and with the abilities that I have, and I will get better, and maybe you guys will love me enough once I get better. But I hope you guys do enjoy what I'm putting out right now, because I do try. I swear I try. I can't get better unless I try, guys. Give me a break. But yeah, over here, I decided to go ahead and go over it with my Sakura Jelly Pen, the metallic version. So I'm using my pink metallic, my gold metallic, and then my silver metallic. I thought I would do an over, or an off-center, I should say, not over. I thought I would do an off-center circle, and that would make it look prettier, kind of other than just random circles. I thought it would kind of give it a little bit of an edge. And so I also decided to do everything else, like the little stars and the little doodles. I decided to do those with the metallics as well, just because it's cute. I really do like the little gold accents and the little metallic accents. I think it gives the page more of a pop since I tried to make it so simple. So yeah, so definitely I think I do like what I did here. Could I have done it better? Probably, but we're not gonna worry about being perfectionists over here. We're just gonna have fun and just plan together. Alright, look at how pretty she is. So yeah, so I'm gonna go over it a couple more times. I will be coming back to this spread, just because I figured out that instead of the clean circle look, I actually ended up liking the messy circle look. So you will see me come back to this first page because I decided to make it messy, and I liked the messy look better than the clean look. So you'll see how it looks. I promise it looks better, I swear, at least in my opinion, I swear. And yeah, and here I'm just doing some little dots. She is. Okay, so now moving on to the second spread that's going to be right next to it. I wanted to do like a little quote, but I wanted to keep the quote simple. So I decided I was going to doodle a little sticky note, and then in that sticky note I was gonna have the corner be bent in, and then I plan on writing right in the middle of the sticky note, let's go, just hello 2021, let's go, I'm ready. I just wanted a quote that was, you know, short and simple, and yet it's uplifting enough, and that's all that I needed to say. Let's go 2021. Let's get ourselves together, let's plan, and let's just get organized, pretty much is what I wanted to say. So I just put let's go. I will be hand lettering that. I didn't really like the corner, so it took me a couple tries for me to figure out what type of corner I wanted to do. And then here I'm writing let's go. As I said, just trying my hand lettering, trying to get better at it. And then I decided to put a little washi, like doodle a little washi thing that is sticking the sticky note on the, well, I shouldn't say sticky note, just because if it's a sticky note, then it would already stick without the washi tape. But just sticking the little note that says let's go onto the invisible wall of my bullet journal. Okay, and then here I decided I wanted to make the page, as I said, I'm trying to keep those pastel vibes going, so I'm trying to choose pink colors and purple colors and just whatever pastel-y color I can get. I wanted to do kind of like a pastel rainbow type of color, so I wanted to do all of the colors. And then these specific two that I'm using that are a bit chunkier, these are actually the Crayola colors of the world, so it's brand new colors that Crayola has released that they don't have in any of their packs, and I really love these. I love the colors. They are so pretty. I was so mad that I didn't have the pencils, the colored pencils, because I tried finding them and they were out, but at least I have the markers and I was happy about that. And yeah, and so they are super gorgeous colors. I recommend you guys get it. It's only $7.99 I think, or like $6.99 for you to get 24 of them, so it's actually a pretty good deal. But yeah, so then I decided that I was gonna go ahead and go over it with the black, just because again, this is a Tombow brush pen that I'm going over it with the black, and it came on one of the packs that I got. I think it was the regular, like the skin tone color. Pretty sure that's what it was that I got that black one from. But yeah, so I went over it just because I thought that even though I tried to go with a deeper color, the contrast was just too similar, and so me outlining it would just make it look better, I thought, in my opinion. And then this thing down here, please ignore this thing down here. Whatever this is, whatever possessed me to do this, I am not a fan, so I do fix it, and I will show you how I fix it. That way you guys know kind of how to fix mistakes, because we all make mistakes in our bullet journals, and this is one mistake that I absolutely hated. I thought it was gonna look pretty, and I hate it. It just looks gross. So, and it doesn't make sense with what I was trying to go for. So I got mad at it and I said screw it. So I got my old bullet journal out that I never finished because I stopped bullet journaling, and I decided that I was going to do a little banner, and I was going to cut one out, and then I was going to paste it on top of it and make it look more like the page, make it look prettier and elevate it, which I think I actually did a pretty good job at hiding that mistake, that ugly flip me, and made it better. So once I'm done getting all the dimensions right, just because I wanted to get exactly the correct dimensions, I went ahead and just cut it out and pasted it. So let's wait until I do that and come back. And then here I'm pasting it with the AD Tech. I think I got it maybe at Hobby Lobby a long time ago. I have too many of them. I don't know why I bought so many of them, but that one is not the one that you can remove and then put back. That is the permanent one. I am just using the base of the one that is not permanent, because I don't know where my permanent one is. The permanent one is blue, if you guys know the brand. But yeah, so it's pretty much just permanent adhesive and roll-on adhesive. And so I went ahead and decided to outline over here the banner to make it look more like the spread, kind of make it shine a bit more rather than just it being a piece of banner that I taped there with nothing to make it look like a banner. And then I feel like this definitely made it look better. I definitely do think that this made everything look a bit better and more like, I guess, what I was trying to go for. I think it's cute. It's a really cute, simple spread. Obviously, everybody can try it and do whatever. They can change it to whatever you would like. And here I go again with my little sparkles, my cute little sparkles. And just decorating the page all over with my very pretty metallics. But yeah, if you want to go ahead and do this with me, if you're doing this spread with me and just trying to do your mid-year and getting this idea, just please make sure to tag me on my Instagram, just because I would really like to see you guys trying to recreate it, making it your own, making it even prettier if you want to make it even prettier, or go extra if you want to go extra. So definitely check me out on Instagram. All of my links and everything is on the description. So yeah, I would just really like to see if you do decide to recreate this, which I don't even know if anybody would want to, but if you do, by all means, please tag me and let me feel special. Let me feel important. And then here I decided to do the Flip Me. The Flip Me, I decided to do it in that same style as I did the middle of the hello in the 2021 part. So I just really like that style and I want to get better at it. I kind of don't like how the F turned out, but you can tell it says Flip Me, right? So it's as good as it was gonna get. I was happy with the results. I wasn't too mad at it, actually. Yeah, so then I decided to go in with that brown, and I decided to go over it with my gold metallic jelly roll, and I think that really definitely made it look prettier and better, kind of elevated it a bit more, adding that dark color. Maybe I should have gone with a pastel, but I just really like that brown. That brown is such a pretty brown. It's like a chocolate brown. So yeah, and that's how those two look. So now moving on to the next spread. What I decided that I was gonna do is I was gonna put my grid spacing cheat sheet on here, and I am a big fan of the grid spacing. At first, I didn't understand it. I didn't know why everybody did it. I was so confused, and I was like, why do we do this? This is just math. So I was looking at it from a math perspective, and honestly, it is so helpful. Ever since I did this, it takes me barely any time, because most of the time it would take me so long to figure out on the spreads like how far apart I wanted to make it and if I wanted it to be centered, and it just took so long for me to figure this out. And then I decided to try this grid spacing that everybody's been trying, and of course it's popular for a reason, you know. Sometimes things are popular for a reason. So yeah, so I'm not gonna go too much into detail as to how I create my grid spacing. You are seeing here pretty much the gist of it. I know that there's other people that can make it. I think Amanda Rach Lee has her own thing on how she makes her version of the grid spacing. The grid spacing is your own. You make it your own. It's personal to you. I made it personal to me and how I know it's gonna help me, so definitely don't think that you have to make it just like me. All I did was just count the number of dots. So I went 1, 2, 3, 4 at the top. So I started at the top first with the 1, 2, 3, 4 and then going all the way. And then on the side, I went down by ones as well. So the top is 1, and then the one right next to on the side is 2, and then 3, 4, so on and so forth. So yeah, it just pretty much explains itself. Essentially, the whole point of a grid spacing cheat sheet is so that it saves you time and you know the spacing that you want on everything. And yeah, it saves you a lot of time. I cannot express how much time it saves you to have this cheat sheet if you're a bit of a perfectionist like me. As I said, we're trying not to be perfectionists here. We're trying to be human beings that are not perfectionists here, but I just the perfectionist in me, man. So yeah, so right here, I just did little boxes, and in those little boxes, I wrote in there the amount of dots that the spacing is. So if, for example, I want to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if I want to do 6 columns, depending on the spread, then I'm going to go ahead and go with a spacing of 4. So I'm going to count 4, and then I'm going to start at 1, I think, no, at 2, because that's what I have it under over there. So I'll start at dot number 2. And then just count 4, and then just go from there. So it's just so simple and so easy. And obviously here I skipped a little bit because you guys pretty much know what I'm doing. You just do that until you reach 1. And if you only want 1 column, then you know how many dots you need to count to make it. It's just super simple. And then here I'm doing the same thing that I did with my 2021 hello 2021, other way around. I pretty much am going to be doing this throughout the whole spread, just because I really did like how it looked and how pretty it looked. And in the center of grid, I put spacing, in case you didn't know what I wrote. I am pretty hopeful. I hope that you guys can read it, but just in case, it says grid spacing. And then I decided to decorate it with the same dots and the same stars and everything. So we're pretty much gonna keep this theme consistent and be as consistent as we can, just because we're trying to be simple and trying to make it all pretty. And then I usually am not one to do like a sideway view. I don't know how to call this, horizontal. Is it horizontal? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's horizontal. I don't like that view typically, so I just went ahead and did that real quick just in case I ever wanted to try a horizontal one, since we're trying new things with bullet journals. We're trying to get out of our comfort zone. That's the whole point of my bullet journal. So I decided, you know what, let's just count the boxes horizontally if I ever decided I want to do a spread like that and go from there. Oh no. Oh no. God! It's okay. It's okay. We're gonna fix it. It's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. I forgot I did that. Oh my god. Anyway, I fix it. So that is going to make you panic for a minute, but I fix it. It's okay, guys. It's fixed. Everything's fine. Nothing happened. Okay? Nothing happened. But this is pretty much why I wanted to do the messy look, because the messy look helps me cover that mistake of accidentally erasing a bit of the paper. But it's okay, because you will see right now that it actually ends up working out perfectly, and you can't even see the mistake, because it's just a matter of making sure that whatever mistakes you make, you just, you know, go over them, or you find a way to make it better. So I was pretty sure that it was on this spread that I made it messy, but maybe it's on the next one. That moment you don't even know your own what you're doing. That moment you're just like, wait, what am I doing? There we go. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. We are making it messy. Okay, I was like, wait, what? I thought I made it messy here, but I did. Okay. So yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and make it messy because I liked that much, much better than the very pretty circles. I thought you could see it a bit better when it was, you know, messy circles. And then I'm gonna come back, so this is the part where I'm gonna come back to the Hello 2021 page, and I'm going to make the circles messier, just because I really like the look. messy look. Doesn't it make it look better? I think it makes it look better. I think it makes it look 1,000 times better when it's messy circles instead of very perfect pretty circles. Yeah, I really like how it's turning out so far. But yeah, so after I am done with that grid spacing, I decided I was going to do a goals sheet. And then that goal sheet, I was going to put school and then career as what I wanted to work on. Oh, hi, Monkey. Hello. Hi. That's my cat. His name is Monkey. He likes to be an inconvenience sometimes, huh, Monkers? Huh, Monkey boy? It's okay, he'll leave soon, I promise. He just wants love and affection. My poor baby. Okay, so now that Monkey's gone, he got all the love that he wanted. I am going to go ahead and do my goals. As I said, I'm going to do school, and then I'm going to go ahead and put career as well. So I'm only going to do one page of the goals. I didn't want to do any more. I thought I could just keep it simple and put 5 goals that I want to accomplish in the year for school, see how many I did. Obviously 5 is me like overstretching, so it's 5. You don't have to do 5. You don't have to do however many you want. You can do 10 if you want. I'm just giving you the ideas here. You do whatever you want. It's your bullet journal. You are the boss. You are in control of your bullet journal. You got this. Don't let anybody dictate your bullet journal. This is yours, girl. Get it. Or them, they. You know, you don't have to be a girl, they, them. I have to remember that. I have to stop saying that. I keep saying, hey, girl. And, you know, at this point, you don't really know if that might offend somebody. So I have to stop saying girl from now on and just be like, yeah, you. I have to find something new to say. But yeah. So I decided to go over with the Crayola markers that I found, that the Crayola Super Tips that I thought were going to be very similar to the Tombow ones. I thought they were dupes. They were actually, like, they are very similar in color. No joke. I think they're dupes. But yeah, so I decided I was just going to do those 5 little circles, and then once I did those 5 little circles as my check mark, basically, I'm going to put later on the 5 goals once I know the 5 goals that I want to put on there. And then obviously same thing, decorating circles. Trying to speed through this one since it's pretty much the same thing except different spreads. So trying really hard to speed this one up and finish up because we only have about 2 more spreads actually, now that I think about it. Okay, so on this side, I'll write as soon as I'm done writing my goals. One, I decided that I was going to do a YouTube growth tracker, and then I was going to do an Instagram growth tracker. So I try really hard not to look at the numbers. I try really hard not to focus too much on that. But the reason, hear me out, the reason why I want to track it is not because I'm going to stress over the numbers or anything, not to stress myself out, but because as a business owner, as a business, and just as that, I want to make sure that I see my growth. So if I'm having days where, for example, I am like, oh no, I think that I am horrible, I can look back at where was I in January. And then January had, for example, 5 followers. Where am I at now? Oh, I have 1,000 followers. Okay, so I'm not doing as bad as I think. So I want to track it as a way to uplift myself when I'm feeling down and I get imposter syndrome, just because as artists, I think we all pretty much get imposter syndrome, all of us. We just, I don't know why, we all have low self-esteem and we all have to work on it. But yeah, I just want to uplift myself when I am feeling down and I feel like my business is not enough. I did kind of mess up a little bit on the growth part. I didn't think growth was going to be such a big word. So hey, it looks pretty, okay, it looks fine, okay. Don't judge me too much on that one, but I didn't want to redo it, so we're just gonna leave it like that because I'm only gonna visit it like once a month, so it's fine. Plus I don't really hate it. I think it still looks good and pretty, so I mean, it's whatever you want to do. You can do it differently. You can learn from my mistakes. I just didn't want to completely not show you that page just because I decided that it was too ugly, which is not. Right there, that's a good way that I was using the grid spacing. So I was looking back at my grid spacing and I was trying to figure out how I wanted to space this, and as you can see, it worked out very well and I was able to space it. Now here I am doing about 6 boxes because typically my bullet journal is able to last me for 6 months. If by chance it's less than 6 months, it means I'm doing more spreads than usual or something. It just depends on the spreads that I want to try. So I'm doing 6 boxes, and in those 6 boxes I'm going to put subscribers, how many subscribers I have, and then I am also going to put a second column in there that I wanted to track of YouTube. And I will be doing the same thing pretty much with my Instagram. So when it comes to the Instagram spread, I will do the exact same thing and put, for example, followers. I think I put it as subscribers as well because I think subscribers and followers is the same thing to me. So I put it as subscribers as well. And then after the subscribers, I put underneath a second column as well. Alright, so you didn't get to see the YouTube spread finished. However, we are going to go back into it and you will be able to see it. I, for some reason, apparently it stopped recording as soon as I guess, at that last second that you guys saw. So that was something that it decided to do, and I didn't want to, it was already done, so there was not much I could do. So yeah, so with this one, with the Instagram one is going to be the same thing as the YouTube one. So literally there's no difference except for one is called Instagram, one is called YouTube. So it's going to be the exact same thing. So how the Instagram one is going to look finished is how the YouTube one looks, and then we are going to flip through it. So you will get to see it at the end as well, and you can see it here too where I flip back to it, trying to keep the colors and everything consistent in the boxes. Alright, and then here you're obviously seeing me doing the same circles, and then I decided that I wanted to do kind of like a banner for the months, and so I decided to do it with the same colors, same pastel colors that I've been using, and I thought it would just look very pretty, and in my opinion it does. And then as soon as I'm done doing that basically title banner with the colors, I am going to be doing kind of like a drop shadow for the boxes as well, and it is going to be with the same colors that I will be doing the shadows with. It's going to be actually with a bit of lighter colors instead of a bit darker like I went with the titles. The sun here. The sun decided to be rude at this point, even though we're so close to being done. The sun was like, no, I'm gonna go ahead and make the lighting look weird because I'm just gonna somehow shine bright on one corner and then not shine on the other. And then here you can see that the sun is starting to kind of stop doing that, but it's still there. And so yeah, so I just went over with my Tombow and I put July, August, September, October, November, December, and then I put subs as in subscribers. And then obviously with my Instagram, I decided that I was going to track the posts as well, how many posts I made that month. And yeah, and then this final spread, this is literally my final spread. I just wanted to do like an ideas boards, where basically I put like YouTube ideas down. If I have an idea and I want to write it down, I have somewhere to write it down. I decided that I was also going to put, for example, with Instagram. So if I wanted to do like Instagram ideas as well, I was gonna put those there. So whatever ideas I have, I just want it like one place where I could just jot it down, and then I will put YouTube or Insta or whatever it is right next to it, which is where, you know, whatever the idea is going towards. But yeah, this is pretty much the finished look, guys. I am really happy with, honestly, with how it turned out. I think it's super cute, super functional, and it works since it's just a setup. And then now it means that I can go ahead and focus on my July, which that is going to be out very soon since we're already on the 26th. So I will be posting that shortly after this video, but I wanted to at least share my things with you guys. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for all the love and support that you guys give me. You have no idea how much it means to me. Please continue to subscribe and support me. Look at my links, and I really hope to see you guys soon again on my next video. Thank you guys so much for everything. Bye. See you soon. Thank you. Bye.